Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from the Paddle Shack above Higher Ground on Ladies Island. I'm joined this afternoon by Jay Taylor from Kinghorn Insurance. Hey, Jay.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, it's great to have you back. You know, as usual, we're going to talk about all things insurance.
Very good, very good. Well, as you know, we're in the Atlantic hurricane season, which runs from June 1st to November 30th. And we want to make sure that all the viewers out there are prepared.
Yeah, and I think one of the things we want to talk about and let everybody know that how important it is to have a local agent.
Absolutely. It's important to have a local agent because we have that knowledge and expertise we can bring to homeowners and business owners alike. Be able to tailor coverage specific to the unique needs of the Lowcountry, whether it be wind coverage, flood, wind-driven rain, or even earthquake coverage, just we're on the tail end of the fault from Charleston.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a strange thing to even be thinking about,
really
earthquake,
is.
but I know that it's something that we all have to consider. And I think it's really important for viewers to understand that all insurance isn't the same, and that you guys really want consumers at Kinghorn to know what it is that they're buying.
Absolutely. Folks ought to know what they're buying. You're spending a lot of money on this. You ought to understand what it's going to do and what it's not going to do for you. At Kinghorn Insurance in Beaufort, we spend the time to educate our clients and explain to them what the coverages available are, explain deductibles, provide those various options. Over 90% of complaints after the past couple of storms have been from clients that have come from clients to the Department of Insurance, have been clients misunderstanding what it is they've bought.
Right.
You know, they've come in and they said, well, I thought that I had this, or I didn't understand my deductible or how this coverage worked. And so that's why we work hard to try to explain to them what it is they're buying.
Right. And so one of the other things is, you know, how important it is to choose the right insurance company. And obviously you
Absolutely.
as agents can help guide consumers to the right company.
Absolutely. As an independent agent, one of the great things that we can offer is multiple choice. We represent many different companies and we can pair the right coverages tailored to your specific needs. But it is very, very important to know who you're doing business with. In the end, you want to make sure that that company is financially stable enough and has the claims expertise and abilities to help pay your claim and should you have a loss.
Right. Well, let's talk about claims since that's sort of next on the rolling list of things we have here. So let's keep our fingers crossed, right, that we have a hurricane-free season here in Beaufort County since we've had our fair share of the last two seasons. But the claims process, disclaim the agent's role and what people should expect if they have to submit a claim, Jay.
Absolutely. When folks have a claim, to them it's the end of the world. Whether it's simply a window's being knocked out or the home has been crushed by a tree or flooded completely, to them it's the end of the world. And what we try to do is to walk them through that process to let them know things are going to be okay to begin with, and follow the claim all the way through to make sure that at the end that they're being satisfied with the ultimate results and the policy pays what it should pay.
Yeah, well, that's great to know that you guys have that sort of hand-holding, I guess, service, as I would say. And so, like I said, the last 2 years, with the storms that we had, what should clients expect from their insurance companies?
That's a great question. First of all, go ahead and get the claim reported as quickly as possible, but also to help for the clients to help with that claims process, they need to go ahead and start mitigating those claims as quickly as possible. Don't wait for an adjuster to call you back. Don't wait for an adjuster to show up necessarily. Go ahead, start getting pictures of the damage, start the cleanup process, whether that be calling a mitigation company to go ahead and help with that cleanup process, contacting contractors to get holes in the roof repaired or trees moved or whatever the case may be. Go ahead and start that process. That's going to help you in the long run with the claims process.
Good to know.
The more you can go ahead and get done, the quicker it's going to be for you.
I wouldn't have known to do that, so thank you. I've learned something this afternoon. Any quick tips in the time we have left that people should know to help them during the claims process?
Absolutely. It's best to go ahead and get a home inventory if you can,
okay,
of what you lost, because you never know how much stuff you can accumulate
right
over the years, and to be able to know what you have in your home, what you're going to need to replace. It's good to go ahead and have a list beforehand to know you can go ahead and give an adjuster.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate your time this afternoon with us, Jay. I mean, there's so much information. We know that, Kinghorn is a valued staple here in our community. So thank you, and for all the services you and your colleagues provide to everybody here in Beaufort.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us.
We'll be right back with our next guest on North of the Broad.